Morning, everyone. Today, March 6th, the unemployment rate, 5.5%. Non-farm employment change, 295,000. They're expecting 240. Average hourly earnings, 0.1%. They're expecting 0.2. Trade balance, minus 41.8 billion. Close enough. Consumer credit, not out yet. That's what we had for news today. So most of the news this morning was good news. Let me start the recording because I forgot to record yesterday. All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 6th day of March 2015. All right, there we go. Let's minimize that. And there is some message somewhere that's stopping me from being able to click on my charts. You got 27 on bonds. Awesome, Marianne. That's a great day, isn't it? Yeah, something's going on here, guys. This is just a great way to start out the day. My charts seem to have been stuck here for some reason. I gotta shut them off. Just give me a sec, okay? Windows Photo Viewer. Yeah, this one. Let me just end that task. Okay. And now I'm gonna bring it back up. So, sorry about this, sorry about this. I was not expecting this to happen. All right, I'm waiting for it to load back up here, guys. It's almost there. Almost there. Natural gas is loading on the wrong symbol, though. Soybeans, natural gas, GNG K4. Yeah, that's wrong. And there should be a soybean chart here somewhere. I'm almost ready. That's the soybean DOM. There's the soybean chart. Where did it come up? Oh, here it is. All right, now I'm ready. All right. Oops. To drop that down a little bit. All right, this is natural gas. And up close over here on natural gas would be a long trade. 2.855 is the low. 2.859 would be the high. 2.859. Natural gas. And I got the wrong natural gas DOM up. Hold on. Gas should be on K, right? You're a bond trader. A bond trader. Energies. We were on J yesterday, Jim? Okay. Maybe that's why it's not doing anything. What did I put on K? Oh, soybeans I put on K. And I hate it when it starts out like this in the morning. I mean, it's one thing if it's, just me, but it's just me in front of all of you. Yesterday, by this time, I'd already had my goal for the day. I was thinking last night I ought to maybe reboot my computer, but then I fell asleep. Sorry about that. No divergence over here on the soybeans. Okay, and on the gold, the gold could have been traded right here, from right here. All right, come on, there we go. Could have been traded from right there. On the natural gas, you can see it's pulling back over here, and the Russell's got nothing for us. I'm going to swap soybeans and the Russell around, so the Russell's closer to me. All right, and gold is now right in front of me, and that one is pulling back a little right here. All right, that's the trend line on gold. Yeah, Yeah, I know. I knew gold was going to go nuts this morning. Did I mention that last night in the partners meeting? No, I should have. Sorry about that. No, something's wrong with my... I really need to reboot. Let's see if I can limp it through. Hang on a second, I'm going to have to do this again. Pause. G, N, G, J5. Save K. Okay. All right. I think I'm functional again. I think. I'm not sure. All right. Scrolling down, hit that, and that was all recorded. Nice. The Russell just had a nice move up for the partner trade. Inverted. That was actually not even inverted. It was like a 164 for the move up. Nothing here because we're not trending on the crude oil. Gold is now putting in a higher swing, so we could look at the gold now. Okay. I really think I'm going to have to reboot. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at the Russell right here and see if I can put a trade on that thing. 31.3 is the low, 31.7 will be the high, and up close there at 31.7 would be a long trade on the Russell. Okay, let me find my Russell Dom. Here it is. Okay, now it's got a low of 31.2 and up close at 31.6 would be a long trade. Actually, 31.6 might not be good enough. Okay, now it's got a low of 30.8. 31.2 is not going to be good enough, but if you add to that 4, then 31.6 would be the spot. Okay, so I'm going to put a buy stop on right there at 31.7. The natural gas is finally starting to move a little bit. Why is my natural gas? GNG J5. Oh, that's gold. That's why. All right, now I got to extend the trend line over here on the Russell. Okay, I'm going to cancel my order for right now. I'll put it over here. Zone at what? 1233, Rod? 1233, so it just bounced down off the zone, right? 233. Thanks. Yeah, my zones aren't going to be on here because I just had to restart the charts. On the gold right here is 78.1. it would be a momentum long trade there from 78.1. Okay. I just got in. I'm trying to drag it over to show it to you. I really need to reboot. I'm in at 77.8. I'm trying to drag it over here. There it is. 77.8. Okay. I'm trying to slide it back. God, this thing is messed up today. Okay. Stop down at 77 even. And the Russell finally came around, but I was messing around with the gold. The up close right here at 23.1 would have been the spot on the Russell. Your stop should be a break even on that. Okay. I'm going to put that back. And I stopped out on the gold. And let's see. Okay, so I took this long trade here on the gold, and I stopped out right here, like this. Russell zones 29, 30, 33, 34. Thanks. I'll put those on right now. And oh, I just have to remember up here. 33 to 34.
Top of the morning.
Hey, morning, Dwayne. I'm slowly rebooting all my systems here. All right. All right, well, we don't have any trades setting up right at the moment. Right.
So, did you say you're rebooting?
Slowly rebooting all
You
the
mean
systems.
that screen or something?
I got him. I'm getting through it.
Okay.
I'm getting through it.
Alrighty then. Get some sleep?
I did. Much needed sleep. Now tonight I gotta go down to Connecticut tonight. My dad's 70th birthday. Hey, thanks, Robert. Get to see my family, so it's nice. All right. So right now gold is pulling back again, guys. Gold just did pull back again, and then it shot right up. So I ended up missing that one. Sorry. Yeah, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. The Russell just dropped down through its weekly trading zone. We'd look for a pullback up to the weekly trading zone now. It's 29.30 is the zone, right? 29 to 30, and this one's 33 to 34. All right.
Yeah, I'll try not to put them so close together next week.
Well, the numbers are what the numbers are, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I always recheck it when they come out that close, but, you know, it is. Just as Popeye says, I am what I am. It is what it is.
All right, this up close right here. I was going to say this up close right here on gold at 78.9 is a long trade. Looks like it's pulling back down to test the BBC right here.
For me to manipulate one of those zones would be like Doctor Who going into the future and messing with time. Oh, wait, yeah, that's what he does. Okay, it would be different than that.
Different. All right. The Russell, I'm gonna look for the Russell to close down below this trend line right here. Okay, that's what I'm gonna look for here on this Russell. And that's all we got going right now.
Okay, so those numbers, the big numbers I've been waiting for all week, what were they this morning, and how did they affect our little market?
Well, gold bounced all over the place. Bonds also moved. Marianne got, what did you get, 22, 23 ticks in bonds?
You get...
Your live account?
Seriously? Good for you. Wow.
Yeah, the bonds and the gold bounced around on it. The unemployment rate is 5.5. I went through it all. You know, the non-farm numbers were good.
Oh, that's right. You don't...
So
I can take a look at my hourly ES chart, and boom, I know everything.
there you have it.
Right back to that same level we were at 2 days ago, battling it out. We put that long wick in, and I said maybe we'd go long, 2093 to 2095, and it did it twice. Remember, kind of like yesterday when we did the 2092. Yeah, anyway, we're at that zone again, 2089/2090. So let's see what happens.
All right. On the soybeans, there's our trend line over there. Okay, we're in the K soybeans. The ES is right inside a weekly trading zone right now. The zone is at 89.90. Is that right, Gary?
Yes.
Okay. So
the next zone overhead is 2100, 2101.
All right.
So I mean that's a good piece. I thought you were saying about the bones, the zones being close together here. They are up overhead.
Yeah, they are. On the Russell there. There's just a little room in between them.
And the Russell.
But it's okay. I'm just waiting for a trade setup to happen here. On the gold, did it put in a higher swing? It did. Okay, so now the gold is pulling back. And a down close here on gold would be a short trade right there at 1177. I'm trying to enter there. I'm trying to enter at 76.9. And it's too late. I didn't get filled. It already went 4 ticks. Okay. So stop. Well, no stop. On the soybeans, we got a high of 82.5. We'll have a low of 81.5. If we get a down close on this bar at 81.5 on the soybeans, that would be a short trade. Okay, down close at 81.5 on the soybeans would be a short trade. The Russell, this is crude. Sorry, gold. The Russell, crude. Soybeans, we're looking for a down close of the current bar. Natural gas, we don't have anything on. And that's it.
Well, we have a problem, Houston. The 5-hour podcast from yesterday's show.
Yes.
Locally, the audio plays perfectly. I uploaded it to the Google Plus page, and the audio track gets lost. And so then I uploaded it to the other place,
Vimeo.
and yeah, and the audio track apparently got lost again.
Did it not get converted right?
I don't know. When I play the MP4 file, the converted MP4 file locally on my desktop, plays beautifully.
Seems we've had this problem before. You know what? Try the workshop. I uploaded the workshop to Vimeo. See if that plays in Vimeo.
Well, okay, I'll go ahead and do that, just because it needs to be done. But that's not the problem. For some reason, when you upload, the audio track's not going with video.
I was thinking, make sure it's a local problem, or maybe it's a GoToWebinar problem.
Well, like I'm saying, if I play I have GoToWebinar converted to an MP4.
Mm-hmm.
And the MP4 on my desktop plays perfectly. But the MP4 in the cloud, suddenly no audio. 2 different clouds. So I'll call maybe Citrix and ask them if they can figure out. Got to be some way to get. Maybe it's just too big. There's no bigger, not much bigger than the day before, barely, if at all.
Anyway, the workshop is up there. Whenever
all right, guys,
look
where the hourly candle. Oh, you can't see the hourly candle.
Can't see your charts.
We got 2 minutes to go, and man, I wish you guys could have seen this. The final 5 minutes of a candle, so important. And this went from this big ugly red thing to now we got a green body on the candle, and we got 2 minutes to the next candle.
I'm on. It would have been inverted 137 is what it would have been. Warning, citizen navigation. Homer, did you make it in here? Up here would have been inverted 137. I'm on right here. Okay, good. That was you that left a voicemail, right? I tried to pick up. Somebody left a voicemail. I tried to pick up when you called, but you hung up. At least that's what they said.
Guys, if this hour closes bullish, we got 1 more minute. Looks like it will. Then 2098 to 2100 would be a pretty good trade.
All right. Let's
Actually,
see.
2090. Go ahead.
On the natural gas, 2802 down to 2798 would be a short trade. Okay, 2798. And you're talking about the ES doing 2098 up to 2100?
Yeah.
Okay. 2100
we're way down at 2093, but we have obstacles to overcome to get up there. We could almost go, let's see, oh dang man, but you can go 2095 to 2097, but you're going to run into interference at the top of that two-point span. So if you were to decide to go long at 29, just wait it out. Mike will find you plenty of something else to trade.
I'll figure out something for you to trade. I didn't take the short over here, Raja, because the cycle's flat right here at the middle. Right, the short over here on the soybeans. You were talking about being short from right up here, right? From 82.5. I did have an order on there earlier, but I didn't take it. Okay, I do have an order on here at 798 on the natural gas, waiting for the down close at 799, and then it should put me in. Okay. And that may not be the case. We'll see if it closes up or down right here on the natural gas. All right, we don't have any more news events today, so it's all out there already. And now we have 804 is the high. So now a down close on this bar would be at 800. So a down close there will set me in at 799, I hope. Russell's below weekly trading zone. The ES is above one. So that's kind of no good. And so far, we've been going for half an hour and I'm down 8 ticks in gold. Of course, it would have been better if I'd have been able, if I didn't have to restart the systems and all that. All right, there's our trend line on the gold. All right, it's got a high of 75.6. It's going to have a low of 75.2. It's not really low enough right there, 75.2. And there's no divergence over here on the crude. Okay. Hey, is anybody in here on the trial? Anybody in here still on the trial? That is true, Aman. I just saw your email. Dwayne, do you see Aman's email in there? Okay. Now the natural gas has changed again. And I have to adjust my trend line again to that. Right now there's no trade because the black step line just crossed up. So I'm going to bring that back over. On the Russell, the ES is right above its zone, isn't it? Yeah. I was going to say on the Russell, we could possibly, we could have shorted right here on the Russell, but the ES is right up above its zone. These markets are really a mess right here. There's really not much happening right now.
It's as though the audio plays only in Windows Media Player, even though it's an MP4 file, or has an MP4 file extension.
Right. I didn't even try to play mine when I loaded it this morning. Yeah, the volume shut off. Maybe that's the problem.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and get the workshop put up, and then I'll deal with the other issue.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight is... Yeah, the audio works in the workshop.
Okay.
All right. All right. So the crew would have to go inside.
I got your email. I respect your honesty. I'll stop sending you money forthwith.
Does CFRN computer? You can. If you call the place and just tell them specifically what you want. Or is there a way to do that?
Huh?
He's, well, Amon's trying to buy the CFRN trading computer, but he wanted to get it with more RAM and with an i7 chip.
Okay. Just email me what you want. I'll get the little elf started building.
All right.
Make your question in the chat box.
Is there a question for me in the chat box?
No.
Oh, okay. No. All right, good. Okay. All right. Well, now a couple of markets just moved, but they moved in chunks. Crude oil just bounced up like this, and gold dropped down like this, but now they're not following through. Crude may follow through. $50.33 up to $50.37. Now $50.32 up to $50.36. 36 won't be the spot to enter. 40 would be the spot to enter on the crude. Okay. So if you get the up close like that at 36, okay, now it's not going to be 40, it's going to be 38. Would be the spot to enter, and up close at 38 on the crude. All right, 50.33 is the low, 50.37 would be the high now. Okay. Now I got to redraw the trend line. All right, now 31 up to 35 on the crude. I did not see that out. There was one interesting article in the front of the Wall Street Journal today, though. We have so much crude oil, we don't know where to put it. Storage is becoming a problem.
That's what we talked about yesterday when Ed was on.
Yeah. So why is it still $2.37? Oh, the elections are over. That's fine. All right. Well, I'm waiting here, guys, but we don't have anything that we can trade anywhere right now. That's great, Marianne. And you know, when you're taking that 164 from up here, Marianne, the first stop is here and the second stop is here. Okay, target-wise. The first stop should be the BBC and the second stop would be the YMAR. All right. On the soybeans, guys, it was right up here. I didn't like the trade. I don't know, Raja, did you take that trade? Oh, where are you going? Russell, long on the up close. Russell's over here. No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the divergence is all wrong everywhere right now. The only place there might be anything would be on the gold, but I don't like the cycle so flat. All right, so the ES and the Russell are both going down to weekly trading zones here, it looks like. We're not really trending here on the crude, are we? Not really, but The down close right up here is what you would have been looking for, if anything. I'd like to see it put a lower swing in place and then pull back. That's what I like to see there. We are definitely not trending here on the natural gas, so there's no trade in there. And that's it. About the colors in the CFTC, I did, Marianne. It's a setting. I don't have Ninja on this one, but if you look right up above in the colors up there, you'll see where those colors can be changed in the properties. Okay, and to change the default color, well, I mean, it depends whatever you want to change them to, but like for crude oil, for instance, let me get rid of that and put on this. Last night in the meeting, I told everyone to know how many zeros to put there. It's the number of digits after the decimal point minus 1. Okay, so like you'd put 2 for natural gas, you'd put 3 for soybeans, you wouldn't put any for the Russell, and just 1 for crude. Okay. On the Russell, shouldn't you have taken a short just below 1229, which is concierge lower level despite the setup, or does the setup prohibit? No, the setup doesn't prohibit it. If you were doing the concierge trades, Robert, then yeah, you should have just taken it at 1229. Yeah, right below 1229, right in here. Maybe 28.9. And that was a inverted 137B trade too. Okay. Guys, I only have 1 trade so far. It's been 47 minutes and I got 1 trade. Alright. We need a higher swing in place over here on the natural gas, and then we'll be trending. Okay. On the crude, we need to pull back up to the BBC.
Hey, Pete, you in here? Calling off Pete R. PDR. Please step to the front.
He had sent an email this morning saying he was going to start on Monday.
No.
Different
You
PDR.
must be talking about a different PDR.
Here.
The guy who already...
I'll forward this to you.
Because I never told him he was going to take another trial yet. Okay, I don't understand how we... Oh, see, I see what it is. You sent him out the video, but I never sent him out the other part. I copied you on the other part. I sent him out.
I think I sent out the other part.
Okay, but I copied you on the other...
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
I saw that, and you never got a response? Because I didn't do anything else, but...
Yeah, the response says, well, I'll forward the response.
Yeah, I think you just did. I think you just did forward it to me, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay, this up close right here on gold is a long trade, 73.9. Crap. 73.9 there. Okay. Minute 74. All right, stop to break even. Take that off. Can I get up there, gold? Stop at +2. Now 74.7 is dynamic resistance. Okay, if it gets up that high, I'm going to move my stop right up behind price. And I'm going to get out with 2. Yay, 2 trades.
That's all you've had today is 2 trades so far?
Yes. I had technical difficulties at the beginning. And then I got 1 gold trade and then things messed up and I couldn't even get out of it. But, alright, so we didn't put in a higher swing here on the gold. We got topping action right there. So from the topping action, you would anticipate either it's going to go all the way down below here, or it's going to go up above here now and give us some action. On the crude right here, the low is 43, the high is going to be 47. The low is 42, the high is going to be 46. Right, let me draw a trend line for you on the crude. Okay, we've got a low of 39, we're going to have a high of 43. That 43 is not going to be high enough. You'd have to add 4 to 43. Okay. All right, from 42 up to 46 right now on the crude, and I'll close at 46 on the crude. Will be a long trade. On the Russell, we're testing the BBC. 27.4 is the low. 27.8 would be the high on the Russell. 27.8. So an up close on the Russell at 27.8 would be a long trade there. And 37, 41 is not going to be high enough. 45 would be the next bar up on the crude. Okay, we haven't hit the BBC, so we need to close above the trend line, and this would not be a close above the trend line. Now starting out here at 41 up to 45, that would be good. Okay, on the Russell, go to low of 7.4, we're going to have a high of 7.8, and up close at 7.8 on the Russell would be a long trade. Can I draw the trend line on the gold trade entry? Gold trade entry. Yes. You didn't need a trend line, Robert, because it hit the BBC. That's what the trend line would have looked like, but we hit the BBC and the cycle was blue. Okay, crude closed down, not up. I'll draw the trend line here, but we won't need it. If we get an up close here at 39 on the crude, then that would be a long trade. Okay, and there it is. The up close at 39 right there is a long trade on crude, and I'm in at 40 on the crude oil. All right, now we need 4 ticks profit or a close above the MA1 to move the stop to break even. And we got the up close on the Russell too. But the Russell number changed. 27.6 was the spot over there. I just jumped in at 27.7. Okay, again, 4 ticks profit or close above the MA1 and the stop will go to break even. Okay. What we're anticipating in both of these trades is that the green line is going to turn up and get up into the cycle. Okay, green line will turn up and get up into the cycle. And when it does, it'll put in a higher swing on both of these. We get up above 49 over here and up above 8.4 over here. That's what we're anticipating. 8 ticks risk on both trades. Okay. Now we need 4 ticks profit or a close above the MA1 on the Russell to move the stop to break even. And we're just hoping the BBC is going to hold over there on the crude oil. One more tick. Okay, stop to break even on the Russell. And we're out at break even on the Russell.
Hey, Jim A., if you're in here, I just sent you an email, or answered your email.
And the crude's not looking so good there right now. See the Russell, we got long right here, and we got flat right over there. And we just stopped out of the crude. Let's see. On the natural gas, we've got a higher swing in place now. I'd like to see a pullback on that, and we can jump in on that. Okay. Where did I get out on the Russell? At break even. I had moved my stop to break even after we had hit right in this one. My entry was, you can't see it because all the stuff under here. My entry was in here, and it took me out right here when I moved my stop to break even. Let's see. I have 0 ticks. Now the Russell's gone up like we thought it would. And hopefully it'll go up above, close up above that dynamic resistance and then pull back and give us some more opportunity above it. All right, 28.3 is the low on this, 28.7 would be the high. 28.3 is the low, 28.7 would be the high on the Russell. That'd be a momentum long trade. Nothing over here on the crude yet. Okay. There's a message in the box for you, Dwayne, whenever you're at your desk.
On my desk. Chained to my desk. 27.7 is the low on this. 28.1 would be the high. It did put in a higher swing, but it didn't close above the resistance like I wanted to see it to. But it did put in a higher swing, so it's still a long trade at 28.1 if we get an up close on this bar on the Russell. When the green line is with the cycle, well, it's a partner trade. It depends which way it's going and all that, but it could be a partner trade. I'm on. Okay. All right. There was a little
well, there went the Russell. I stopped looking at it for a second while I was typing. This up close right here at 27.9 was the spot on the Russell, and it just made a nice move up right there. Were we trending over here? I don't know why I didn't look at this natural gas, but this would have been the trend line right there. Okay, so the up close right there would have been the spot on that. The crude doesn't have any divergence here, so we can't do anything with that. Okay. How do you know when it's time if you're looking at possible slingshot? Russell, 9:09 Central Time. That'd be 10:09 my time. The 137, Joe, with a 137, I make it to be sort of like this right here. You got a little divergence between the brown line and the green line, and the green line and brown line turn up at the same time, and you get a close on the other side of the black step line at the same time. Okay. Right here, again. Okay. I just read your email.
Jimmy and Peter, I'm still, if either one of you are in here, I sent you an email and watching for your response.
Okay, I just saw that. I have to put it on my list of things to get when I have access to my house again. All right.
That message I put in the chat box, not to be taken literally.
I know. I know. Where's my cursor? All right. No divergence at all over here on the crude, on the down close below the trend line, so you can't take that short there. It would be a momentum short if anything, but you can't take it because there's no divergence at all. Cycle's going down too steep here on the gold to want to take the long trade. The Russell is up inside, well, into the weekly trading zone. We need to go, if we're going to do anything with the Russell. Yeah, it's going to be going down, but we don't have the divergence for it here. And over here, we got that. Just get another 8 sim ticks and bonds. Great, Marion. You're rocking the bonds. 50.16 is the high on this on crude. Look for a down close at 50.12. Okay, a down close at 50.12 on the crude. $50.16 is the high. $50.12 will be the low here on the crude. All right. A down close on this bar now. 50.17 is the high, so 50.13 would be the low on crude. Now I got to redraw the trend line. Like that. Okay, 50.20 is the high, 50.16 will be the low. That's not going to be low enough. So it's going to have to be all the way down at 50.12. All right, given the current price action.
Did you answer that telephone call this morning from whoever it's from? I don't know.
I answered one call this morning, but there's one that came in. I don't know if that was...
Area code 704.
Let me look. Hang on.
It's 7:22 a.m.
7:04. I talked to him already. I
Oh,
did
you did?
answer. I did answer one, but he hung up when I answered it.
The 704 number?
Yeah. There were two of them that came in from a 704 number.
But they were different 704 numbers?
I got two of them from the same number. And I don't see the message in here. I'm looking.
My name is Home, Our Hearts, and NC. And I tend to go to the trading room. I am with the program that says navigation to the web page was canceled. I've been trying to get to the website.
Yeah. He said that was all on his end.
Okay, so you
this down close here at 50.12 was a short trade. Yeah, I talked to him in here this morning.
He didn't hang up on you? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I answered and he hung up, but I talked to him in here about it this morning.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, right, stop to break even on the crude, guys. I'm not even sure where I was supposed to get in, but I get in at 50.12. Yeah, I guess that is where I was supposed to get in. All right, so stop to break even on that. Stop to +3. Where did I get in? 12. Okay, +8. So we're back to break even on the crude. All right. On the natural gas and up close on this bar, 821 is low, 825 would be the high. 821 is low, 825 would be the high on that. Minimize that. And find my natural gas down. Oops. All right, and up close here at 825 would be a momentum long trade on the natural gas, okay? Let's do this pullback here, and this pullback over here. I know that looks like it touched the BBC, but I don't think it actually did. So on the gold and up close at 75.6 would be a long trade. Okay, and we're still looking for the up close on the natural gas. And the Russell just dropped down through its weekly trading zone. And on crude right now, 50.09 is the high, 50.04 would be the low. Okay. Gold. I was looking for the up close there on the gold at 75.6. 75.6. It's gone a little lower right now, but I'm going to still jump in it. Okay, I'm in at 75.7. I'm 75.5 on that. Crude oil. Okay, hang on. I'm long gold here at 75.5. I'm short the crude here at 50.03, and I'm looking for natural gas to close up. All right. Now stop's going to break even on the crude. And take off my original one. All right, we're out of the crude. And so now we just have, well, now we have a Russell trade setting up too. Where's the ES in its zone? I think it's right up above its zone. Okay. Yeah. Still looking for the up close here on the natural gas. The ES is right above its zone. So we're kind of stuck as far as trading the Russell goes. Trading the Russell short anyway. All right. The crude is now going down. We're still long here in the gold. Okay, it's 75.5 right there. There's the up close on the natural gas. So that is a momentum long trade there on the natural gas if you want to get into that. We're still in the gold so far. And this is the trend line on the crude so far. Oops. Okay, let me adjust that trend line just a little bit. All right, now on the crude, we got a high of 50. We'll have a low, no, we got a high of 50.02. We're going to have a low of 49.96. I'm sorry, 98. That's not going to be low enough. Gold is a momentum trade. Flat the gold. It's a momentum trade because the entry was above the MA1 right here. All right, so I moved my stop to break even as soon as I had profit in it, and I just grabbed the wrong arrow. And now I'm flat at break even on the gold. Okay. All right. Okay, on the natural gas, those are momentum trades too, or is a momentum trade, so stop needs to go to break even on that. The up close over here. Okay, I forgot I even had it on. Come on. So stop and break even on the gas. What time is it? 10:49. We've got about 40 minutes left in here, guys.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, I know. It's moving fast. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the next session, Dwayne.
What? Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Okay, because I'm still waiting to hear from the lawyer.
All right.
And that could happen at any time. Awesome, Dan.
Will I know or not know, or just play it by ear?
I'll text you.
I won't do any good. Text it to that other number.
I got your new text number.
All right.
I could call your house. I mean, I'm hoping I'll know shortly.
No, you got to do whatever you got to do. I understand. Not a problem. Not a problem at all.
I just got a small window. And if it's not going to happen today, it's not going to happen until Thursday at the earliest. Of all the messages that I typed in the chat box for you, the ones at the top.
I'll go.
The more
Just do whatever you want. Go ahead. Just go ahead and do whatever you need to do. But I guess what I guess split.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right. I got one tick locked in on the natural gas. Hoping we're going to have a runner here, but who knows. On the gold over here, guys, on the gold, it's starting to pull back. Like that. 75.8 is low, 76.2 will be the high on the gold. So an up close there at 76.2 would be a long trade on the gold. And I'm flat on the gas, finally, with one tick profit. The Russell went down to the zone and now it's pulled all the way back up to test the BBC. We can't trade it right here anyway because the ES is in a zone. All right, there's the up close on the gold at 76.2. Okay, get it a little better right here, 76.1. And look, there goes the natural gas. I have to take me out and break even. Okay, Jim. Just gotta think in probabilities.
To unlock the door of unlimited possibilities. I know you guys just think I just make up those cool sayings, so what's your point?
But you do. But you do, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Creative mind.
Whenever you hear me say a wise man once said, you know that's self-deprecating humor. At least I hope you do. Somebody's walking around, that Pampa's ass, you know, but no, it's self-deprecating humor. Come on.
Stop to break even. Finally on the gold. We need 6 ticks on the gold to get the gold back to break even. I'm going to put a target up there. Get up there. Give me that last tick. It should get up here to 6.8. That's where it should be going. I'm going to lock in 2 anyway, in case it doesn't follow through. And it didn't. Let's do 2 on the gold. I now have 4, 6, 8 trades today so far. 8 trades. Sorry, Bert. Oops, I locked in 2 on this. So I need right now 13 ticks somewhere. And it's 10:55. That's great, Marion. Isn't the Russell zone at 2021? There's one up there too. I don't know about this one. Is there a zone right here? Okay. All right. Well, then I gave up on that trade for nothing. That trade would have been right there. Okay, and for me, it probably would have been plus 1 or 2 ticks. After it got down here, I would have probably locked in 2 or 3, and it would have come back up and stopped me out right there. But you could have taken a momentum trade right here. Still been in it. Okay, when I had to restart this morning, I lost all my zones. All right, good, Raja. You have 12 and 5. Awesome. All right. 829 is low on this. 833 would be the high. That's not going to be high enough on the natural gas. Okay, it'd have to be another bar up or another bar down. Just have to wait and see what's happening there. On the Russell, it's starting to pull back a little bit after that move down. All right, you see what I mean? That wasn't high enough. Now 833 up to 837. 837 would be high enough on the natural gas. Okay, 837. An up close there would be a momentum long trade on the natural gas. Okay, over here on the Russell. Over here on the Russell, 26.3 is the high, 25.9 will be the low. Obviously 25.9 won't be below the trend line, but the next one down would be okay. On the natural gas, now we're looking at 832 is the low and 836 is the high. Okay. All right, 836 and up close at 836 there on the natural gas would be a long trade. Okay. And there it is. It's a momentum long trade because the close is above the MA1. So stop goes to break even right away. Take that off and we'll see where it goes. I needed to get all the way up here at 850, but it just took me out. Okay, so break even on that one. This down close over here on the Russell would be a short trade, 25.5. Okay, that's a momentum short trade over there on the Russell at 25.5. So as soon as you get any profit into the trade, you should move your stop to break even. Okay. There's just not a lot of trading happening today. crude is starting to tank. It needs to pull back to give us some divergence here. The crude needs to pull back to give us some divergence. And it's pulling back, but we don't have the divergence yet. See, there's no divergence here. Down at the bottom. Jim. Great. I love it when you guys make money. I mean, a whole bunch of partners have already signed off with, you know, more money than I've made, which is really good. $49.92 is the high. $49.88 is going to be the low here on the crude. It's going to have to go down to $49.84. Should be right below this. I'd rather see it pull back and bounce off the BBC. Signed off, not signed up. They signed off. Okay, I can finally move my stop to break even on the crude. I mean, not the crude, but on the Russell trade.
Yeah, you're right. There is no trading zone at 12.25.26. Not this week. Not for the
Right.
Russell.
On the crude, we've hit the BBC 49.96. It needs a down close. Now 49.97, the down close. Yeah, never mind. Oh, the Russell's tanking. Am I in at that? 0.6. 10.9.
Make sure you answer my email, please. Okay.
13 ticks. There's the goal for the day. 16. I'm just getting it live right now. 16 ticks on this. There we go. All right. So we just got taken out with 16 ticks on that one. And there's a short here on crude too. But let me just mark down the 16 ticks and everything else. So it's 170 minus 40. And 93 minutes. And 4, 6, 8, 10 trades.
The three amigos showed up today in the crude. Two on the short side, one on the long side.
All right. There was a short trade over here. I'm not in it on the crude right there. All right. All right. 11:05. There was a short right in here that I missed on the Russell. Okay, right here. All right. Does anybody have any questions? You got it? You got 20 ticks out of that, Tim? Sweet. That's true, Chris. Up until that trade on the Russell I just took, I was down 30 bucks. This is a momentum short trade right here on the Russell if you want to take it. I'm not in it. It's right there. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I gotta take this call.
Okay. Any questions? Anybody about anything? Indicators, methodology, mechanics, methodology, psychology. 3 legs to the stool. What leg you want to talk about? He'll be back in a minute. You sent me another email back? Okay, good, Jim. Jim A, thanks. I'll take a look at it here as soon as Mike comes back. Just walking through the crude chart. Yes, psychology is by far the most difficult one. The mechanics, the methodology, you can learn that inside of a week. You know, the mechanics in a week, the methodology, 2 weeks. The psychology part, third leg of the stool, where you have to put live money on the line, okay? And you do not attempt to put live money on the line until you have mastered the mechanics and the methodology, and you have met the litmus test, $100 per day using 1 contract in 10 trades or less, 10 days in a row. If you've not done that, you're not ready to go live as desperately as you want to or even maybe need to, which is the worst reason in the world to go live, because you need to. That I don't know. We're coming up on our 10-year anniversary, and I don't know of one instance where that story ended well. Somebody went live because they needed to, not because they were ready. And trust me, I've heard a lot of stories over 10 years, so, but not once have I heard that story end well. But hey, somebody's going to win the lottery tonight, right? They're going to defy the odds of being struck by lightning, and somebody tonight is going to win some big jackpot somewhere. I don't know. I don't play, but I'm not against playing. I mean, I won years ago. Not that much, but it was enough.
Oops. There's a trade here on crude and up close here at 50.02. Be a long trade right there on crude. Dwayne, I gotta go like as soon as I can. They did just call, and I can get my stuff, but I have a very small window.
I think, John, you're doing the right thing, and you just keep on going, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about other people, because you hear that side of it, but you don't hear the other side of it. So you keep on trucking. So you got to go as in like right now?
You know, I'll stay a little bit more.
I mean, it's okay. I didn't mean that to sound
snotty.
No, I know.
I know.
You know.
No, I'll stick it out for, let's say, another 10 minutes.
I don't want, if this window of opportunity is your escort, then I don't want you to miss that.
Yeah, well, it is, but I have to actually go arrange that part of it. And
oh, well, you know, because them guys, they'll put you out for hours.
yeah, I know they will. I went there yesterday. That's why I thought I was going to do it yesterday, and they put me out for a half an hour before they even asked my name.
I will tell you how to get in there very quickly if you want. I'll put it in the chat box. I won't say it out loud or anything.
Okay.
But I guarantee you, I can have, because he. All right, let me just watch what I type.
Okay. Because I got to check out too. So I don't know how long I'll be there. I don't think I'll be that long. No. All right, so I'm long at 50.03 on the crude right here. And this is probably going to be my last trade of the day, guys.
All right, there you go. You see that? You dial that number, you say that, and when they show up, hand them the paperwork. You'll get out of there. And now, I'm serious. And they'll go, but you said, and you'll go, yeah, that's true. Is it not true?
She's nuts.
Oh wait, no, I forgot. I left out the important. I left out an important. Hang on.
Stop to +5 on the
I
crude.
left out the part about. You got to say that part too, right there. Say the first part.
Yeah, she probably is. Yeah.
Right. Say that. I promise you, they'll be there in 5 minutes.
No, well, they have to actually escort me there. I can't. Yeah, the way they got.
Right. You're just waiting down the road. You're waiting down the road, and when you see the cars come screaming up the street, you just follow right along behind them. Hand them the paperwork. Well, we got a call. Yeah, that's. I'm really concerned. Let's go see. You got to play the part. But if you want to get it done, and not sit around, you know, till next Thursday. I mean, if you don't think that'll work, ask my neighbor across the street who has laid spread eagle out in the middle of the street not so many years ago, because his wife said that. Because they were divorced, but she was squatting and wouldn't leave. He was trying to make her leave, so she made that phone call.
Well, I'm going to have to.
I'll let him forget it.
I'm going to have to go in again at some point. Today is the 6th day of March. I'm going to just do my spreadsheet right now, guys, okay?
Oh, you don't think that call will work twice? It works even better the second time.
Doesn't it? Yeah, then they'll be angry with me.
Not if you're really concerned.
I got nothing on soybeans, but let me try the normal.
Brother. I'm trying to help you.
I know,
Okay,
I'm
the
trying the
normal way
conventional way
sucks.
first.
You're gonna call me up crying. I tried the normal way, it didn't work.
Okay, this is what I got on the day, guys. All right. I got 16 ticks on the Russell, 1 tick on gas, 7 ticks on crude, and I lost 4 on gold. So I'm up 160, 190. Today it took 93 minutes. That's just crazy. And 10 trades. It probably wouldn't have taken 93 minutes if I didn't have to restart everything in the beginning. And at that time, we're up $130 a contract. We took a total of like 11 trades today, right? 4, 6, yeah, 11 trades. Okay. So on the 4 days that I've traded so far in March, now we're up $890 a contract. On the year, we're up $11,040 a contract. Okay. I'm going to save this, Dwayne. I'll email this to you so you can use it in the next session if you want to. Okay.
Yeah, email it to me. Yeah, I'll mumble something about it. You know, you're welcome to come stay with me.
Well, thank you.
I have an extra bedroom. Agnes and Dwayne aren't coming from Africa until next month.
Oh, I gotta see what the rest of the orders are. That,
all right.
Judge still has.
I'm wired, brother.
I know. And it'd be cheaper than staying in this hotel. All right. So that's it, guys. That's where I'm going to wrap it up for the day. And
All right.
I'll send this off
Tell
to
them
you.
how to get to the radio show, please.
I will do that.
I'm away from
If
this.
you are in here, Albert, I sent a thing to Gain Capital for you with regard to your indicators. Albert's not in here. Okay, never mind. So to get into the next session, all that you need to do is go here to CFRN.net homepage. Come on, CFRN.net homepage. There we go. And scroll down in the right-hand side. Scroll down in the right-hand side where it says click here. Click there. And then scroll down to where it says watch live now and click there. And then fill out this little form. Okay, once you fill out this little form, you'll be sent a link to get into the next session prior to the next session every business day for the rest of the month of March. Thanks, Bart. And did you make that the 300 doing the CFTC thing? Because yesterday you were up 5 something doing that, right? Okay. All right. So, okay, great. All right, with that, guys, I'm going to wrap up my portion of it here.
Bert been around today?
No, he hasn't. I think he said, as a matter of fact, let me look, because I don't, no, he hasn't. He hasn't been at all.
Okay.
All those, okay. Oh, we'll deal with that later, Dwayne. That last thing you just typed in. All right, guys. So with that, I'm just going to pass it off to Dwayne, and I can leave my charts up. You guys can watch my charts and talk about them, or call it a day. But I will see you guys Monday morning.
I'll take the charts, guys. We'll call it a day in about 5 minutes because I have some things to take care of before the radio show. So,
okay. All right. And I hope you all have a great weekend.
All right, buddy. Take care of yourself. If you need anything, call me.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Crude oil. We had some really nice action in crude oil yesterday. Off the concierge alerts. Let me find a chart I can use for... Michael, you just took the charts back. Was that intentional? I'm thinking not. Oh, you didn't just end it, did you? Oh, boy. Can I even see the chat box? No. Well, boys and girls. Oh, there's a chat box. Can you guys see my chart, or do you just see that white screen? Okay, so in other words, you just see the white screen? Okay. Well, what in the heck happened? Says I'm the presenter. If I exit, it's going to shut the whole thing down. Michael did something right as he was exiting. I can't figure out what he did. Bert, you're not out there? Wow. All right, guys, I guess we're going to have to shut it down because I had the screens for a second there, and then poof, I didn't. Choose an organizer and leave. End webinar for all. Cancel. Before you can leave, you must choose another organizer. Okay. Why don't I choose myself? That won't work. Okay, let me try this. This might just do it. Okay. All right, let me shut this down. 19 tabs. Oh, I'm going to regret this. It might be the only way to bring this thing back to life. Just close them. Close them, close them, close them. Whatever. Yeah, that's me grumbling to myself in the background. I'm just trying to, I'm very frustrated with these charts. They should just, closing all my browser windows, sometimes that will goof it up. Oh, what? All right. Wow. What time is it? Well, it's already 9:25. We had to go anyway. All right. Michael already showed you how to get to the live trading room or to the radio show. I'll see you all there. I'm going to shut this thing down since it's not working. Not much without another organizer in here to shift gears with. I can't go out and come back in. That's going to lose everybody anyway. So if there were more time, I would go to the trouble of, I would fix it, but with only 5 minutes, anything that I would cover with you now, I'll cover with you on the radio show. That's all right. So if you're not coming to the radio show, it's the weekend.